Good day, viewers. I am Mr. Whiskey Otojareri. I reside in Delta State. I'm a parent and also the PTA chairman at Freud Montessori School here in Delta State. I have known Mrs. Comfort Afidor for about 9 years now. As a matter of fact, we knew ourselves sometime in 2017 when I first took my daughter to the school. From this time, we've been working closely until I was appointed the school's PTA chairman in the year 2020. That brought me or gave me the opportunity to work more closely with the person of Mrs. Afidor. With all this, when I had, she had built her own school, I needed to see it for myself. And that is why I'm here today. Not as an interviewer hired for a job, but as a parent who has known this comfort in person. Because we have had a great time discussing the issue of education in the past. So, madam, in view of your new school, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
I have some questions for you. I know you may not be expecting it, but I feel like throwing them before you because I trust in your capability. You are one person that I've known, and I know what you can do as a person, as an educator. Now, my first question is, because you now have your own school, am I right? Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay,
That's correct.
good. Okay, Mrs. Afido, for those who are for those who may not know you, can you introduce yourself and tell us what Modulex Visual Academy is all about? I hope you got my question
Okay.
correctly.
Yes, I did. Thank you for having me. My name is Comfort Afidor. I'm an educator. I'm a certified teacher with UK qualifying teacher status, a school administrator, and the founder of Modulex Virtual Academy. Modulex is a tutoring and virtual schooling system that is open to children from reception all the way through to secondary level. We work across several curricula like Nigerian NERDC curriculum, the UK national curriculum, and Cambridge frameworks. So we offer our service to families in the UK, Canada, Nigeria, Europe, and in recent times, Asia, including Japan and South Korea. We teach children maths, English, science. We also offer special programs like coding, American Sign Language, British Sign Language. We have SEND inclusive support, and we also prepare students for exams like WAEC, NECO, IGCSE, SAT. This is what we do. But the core thing we do here is provide services for children that they couldn't get what they wanted in the traditional school system. That is where we come in. Where our kids are lost, we meet them there, and then we bridge the gap. So our service is highly personalized. That is what we do at Modulex.
That is wonderful. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
I have other questions. You spent several years
Okay.
in traditional school leadership, including time at institutions like Floyd Montessori School here in Delta State, where parents like myself watched you work firsthand. Was the experience from that journey shaped the vision behind Modulex?
Yes, my journey spans over a decade from my beginning experience in educational leadership. It started up in 2014. That was in Bayelsa State. And thereafter, that time I was playing a supervisory role in a secondary school. So I was a supervisor of that school at Bayelsa State. So when I left Bayelsa State, we migrated to Warri. So at that point in time, I was working as the head of academics in Shama Children's School. Then from there, I was now heading Floyd Montessori School as the head teacher. In fact, that has been my longest time in Floyd Montessori School. That was between 2017 to 2022. I worked as the head teacher there, and I spent a lot of years there. And that made me understand children more. I was able to see how kids interact and understand how the school system, especially in a school where they have a number of children in a class, and a teacher has to teach them and to ensure that she delivers the curriculum. And it also gave me an ample opportunity to interact with parents, understand their pain points, interact with teachers, understand their pain points. I saw that there are some needs that are not met for an individual child because there are some deficiencies observed in the child simply because of the classroom size or because of the fact that the child does not feel heard or other factors unknown to the child not giving in their best. So I saw this and I told myself, how can I address this? What can be done about this? I told myself that I'll meditate on all of this and see how I can bring a change. And much more about the individual learner. It's not just about, oh, what's your class average? It's not just about that. but about you as a child. What's your potential? I don't believe that any child is dull. So this brought about the idea of Modulex Virtual Academy. We meet them where they are, not just random results given to them. That child can defend him or herself at any point in time. So that's what brought about the idea of Modulex Virtual Academy.
That's good. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
from your explanation, it's obvious that you are venturing to you're out of a conventional school for the very first time. I mean, you are venturing out of conventional school for the very first time. This is the very first time you are doing that.
Yes.
Now, what made you step away from the conventional school
Yes.
system to build something of your own? Because this you can call your own. Hello, can you hear me?
Is it better now?
Yes, 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 it's better now.
I guess it's the network.
It is.
Okay, you asked a question. Give me a moment.
You say?
You asked the question that why did I step out of the conventional schooling system, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That was my question.
Okay. Basically, why I kind of stepped out from the traditional system.
There's my question. Why did you step out of the conventional school system to form your own or to build your own?
Okay.
That was the question.
Okay. Honestly, burnout was the honest reason why I actually stepped away from the conventional school system. And I'll give you my reasons.
Okay.
By the time I left the last school where I worked, that was in 2024.
Okay.
I had given so much of myself that I had nothing left. In fact, I had little or nothing left for myself. So I just thought about it that it's as if this burnout is forcing me, is forcing me away from clarity. It's making me to ask myself that, okay, what is it? Will I continue this way? What is my achievement? What is it that I've achieved? Having run several institutions for people. So I just asked myself that, what can I actually build? And the answer that came to my mind was that, okay, whatever it is that I'm doing should be something that puts the child or the learner first. Whatever it is that I have in mind to do, that child that nobody sees, that child that feels, oh, that's how he is, that's how he was born. No, that child is the person I'm concerned about. And that was how I told myself, okay, I've identified that I need to know.
Let me cut in. But that has been your nature. The children,
Yes.
the learners are always the first.
Yes, they're always the first. Yes, but now if you look
practice.
at, I'll tell you the difference between the physical classroom. Imagine a teacher in a class of 20 children or 30 children.
Okay.
Fine, they teach a subject. It is easy to say, oh, do you understand? Yes, I understand. But personalized learning is what is missing there. Because personalized learning meets the child at the child's very pace. That is what virtual learning would give you that you will not get in traditional system. And the traditional system, teachers are hurrying up to complete their curriculum, they're hurrying up to lesson notes, exams and all of that. But the personalized learning, it is my child, my teacher. So the teacher understands the child and understands the speed that the child can go with and achieve success. So that's what is different. So
In the classroom, the traditional classroom where it is our children, this one is my child. It is highly personalized. So that's one of the reasons why I stepped away. Another reason is that, you know, in the profession, teachers tend to lose out, maybe possibly because of the location where they are. Imagine a teacher living in a remote environment. And so the teacher, he knows his stuff, he knows what he can do. But
That is
because
true.
he's living in a village, and so maybe it's a very meager salary he receives, so it limits him on what he can achieve. At the end of the day, you see some people pulling out that I think this profession doesn't pay me. That's the second reason. I won't say because I'm a teacher, so I cannot make something out of life because I'm a teacher. So I've had lots of people that I mentor, and I've seen that it doesn't matter your geography. Anywhere you are, you can actually give what you know how to give best,
From
irrespective
anywhere.
of your geography. Yes. So that's another reason. So I have hundreds of teachers across different parts of Nigeria. In fact, in recent times, I have some schools that are trying to collaborate with us to see how, okay, where they are can be able to set up their system so that our teachers can teach for them. So even if they are not in their school, they can still teach their children. So we have some schools that we consult for that. So that's another thing. So number one is the learner. Number two is the teacher. Then number three, I've relocated many times. I've had to relocate several times. Due to family, I had to follow my husband, and we have to build our lives together. So I just discovered that online tutoring is something that worked beautifully through all these transitions. So the stepping away wasn't just leaving something that was not good. It was just stepping towards something that I believe in deeply.
That is good. Okay. For the sake of time, okay, let's try as much as we can do to move quickly. Now,
Okay.
I have another question. Why did you choose a visual learning model, especially in a system where many parents still prefer physical schools, especially my very self?
Well, I understand the hesitation completely. After all,
Okay.
myself, I came from a physical school, and I understand it. But let me reframe it this way. It's the question is not really about whether physical or virtual, physical or online, whichever way you call it. The question is, where does this particular child thrive? Where is this child doing well? Because I found that we have learners that have been teaching since 2023 online, and a significant number of these children, especially children who are anxious or who have learning differences or who are simply, they are introverts, they don't really express themselves.
Yes.
We find out that these children, they learn better when they have a familiar environment, when they talk with the person they are free with. And secondly, there's no need for commuting. That's, school runs. There's no need for commuting. The comfort of your home, you teach. Your child receives lessons.
From the comfort of your home.
No social pressure, nothing like bullying. You're not my friend, or trying to fit in to standards that you are not comfortable with. There's nothing like that. And then the session that the tutor has with the child is built around the child. Then added to the fact that some families have different time zone. So there's some parents we have that they just move from Nigeria to maybe Japan, or they move to Canada, and they need curriculum alignments. Now, if that child is not carried along with us, if we don't take that child might not be able to fit into that new system. Do you understand? So all of these reasons, and there are some parents who also want one-on-one attention. They don't want that classroom. They want one-on-one, so that the child, wherever the child is not doing well in maths, they will address that. So all of this is what made lots of parents key into the online schooling.
Okay. Again, from your experience, I mean your wealth of experience, what are the biggest learning challenges children are facing today, especially in reading and foundational skills?
Yeah, let me start with the reading. You see, reading is the foundation. For a child to be able to go places, for a child to be able to understand basic math, word problems, that child needs to understand reading. So reading unlocks a lot of opportunities. But when there's a gap, when a child cannot consolidate phonics with comprehension, we find out that it will cause a deficiency that will eat into other subjects like maths,
That is
science,
true.
and other things. So apart from reading, I also see a gap in confidence. Some kids have challenge with confidence. Many children have been told that I am slow. They might tell the child directly or indirectly, but that maybe they tell the child that you're not clever. They might not tell you that you're not clever, but they will say it indirectly. And it would connote that they're saying that the child is behind or the child is slow. But that is not the best, because before you know, that language will begin to damage the child. And before you know what is happening, the child will be falling behind.
Gradually.
Exactly. So the children need someone who can identify precisely where the gap is. Where am I not doing well? When they identify the gap, they will pick it from there and they help that child. It does not mean that they are repeating the child. No. Once that foundation is broken, if they don't fix it, there is nothing you can build on if it is not fixed. So that is what we do in Modulex. So at Modulex, we go back to where the foundation was broken, and if we have to fix it. No shame, but it's to help the child to come back up.
Good. Think this response will lead us to the next question. This response will lead us to the next question. Now, who exactly is Modulex designed for, and how can parents tell if their child needs this kind of support?
The major thing here is personalized attention. We have kids who are ahead. They are ahead of their peers in class, but they are bored because it's like their peers is dragging them back. For such a child, we have a teacher that will meet that child, that will help the child to keep on doing well and keep on excelling. We have kids that are designed for that. We have tutors that handle that. Then we also have kids who need curriculum alignment. Okay, I'm not in Nigeria, I'm not in social country. How can I make sure that I'm fitting? We also do that too. Then children with learning differences. At that point in time, we might invite send teachers. We have professionals that handle special needs children.
Okay. You also have that?
Yes, we have that. Not just one, we have a lot of them. We also have provision of a mental health physician that also. So it's a multidisciplinary approach that we take that helps that child to do well. So Modulex is designed for any child who deserves better than average. So it might sound bold, but I mean what I'm saying. If a child is struggling and the class teacher doesn't have time to give them individual attention, Modulex is there for them. If your child is ahead, Modulex is there for them. If your child is in diaspora and they want a situation whereby they can still learn using the Nigerian NERD's curriculum alongside the UK curriculum, we do what they call blending to help that child. So this is the approach that we take. So we still have parents, okay, they are having signs that this child is not doing well, but they are just not talking. They are not talking. They are not talking. They don't keep talking. They are just helping that child to go down more. So for such parents who are noticing that my child should be reading at this stage, why is my child not reading? The parent will speak out and then would offer help from there. So that's what Modulex is designed for.
Okay. Now that you have aligned Modulex with both the Nigeria NERODC and the UK national curriculum, what advantage does that give your learners?
A lot. A
Okay.
lot of advantage. If we cannot say one family will use the same, they'll fit one box. No, it's not a one size fits all approach. For example, if a child, a Nigerian family that is in the UK, needs a child who can navigate both worlds, in that case, we have to ensure that the curriculum for the child's current country and the country where the child is coming from aligns properly, and then we'll deliver the curriculum. Then, if it happens that a family in Lagos, they are not in diaspora, they are right here in Nigeria with us, they are in Lagos, but they are preparing the child for international exams, maybe IGCSE. That child, even if the child is in Nigeria, we have to use the right curriculum to ensure that when that child writes exams like IGCSE, the child will do well. So we use this curriculum alignment to help that child to build on what they already know and be able to scale through for these exams, whether national or international exams.
That's good. Now, without compromising any family's privacy, can you share what a real learning transformation has looked like for a child going through your program?
Okay. We have so many of them, but I would like to share one with you.
Okay.
Permit me to use another name. I actually work with a boy. Permit me to use the name Timmy. Now, he came to us and we found out that his reading is significantly below his age. His parents were frustrated. At your age, you can't read. Even the boy too was frustrated. And then he began to resist reading altogether. He was not finding joy in reading. So he started with us. And then within a few weeks, we took some sessions with him. Then we find out that his phonics foundation had gaps. He had challenge with phonics. So we had to start with that. We had to introduce him to blending, sound blending, diagraphs, and so many other things that will help him to be able to connect, letters together and make sounds and make words. And so we now started with him. We started playfully, but we were consistent. We were consistent with what we did and pressure-free. And guess what? Within 3 months, we were consistent with what we were doing with him. We were consistent. We used play-based method. As if we were playing in class, but he was learning. So we're consistent with what we're doing. And then within 3 months, this boy was able to read independently for the first time.
You don't mean it?
Yes. His mother now sent a voice note to us and told us that the boy can read an entire book by himself to his little sister. I was really happy because I knew that if that foundation is fixed, everything becomes easier. Thank God that his age is a bit older, so it was easy for him to be able to pick up when that foundation that was broken was eventually fixed. So Modulex exists for not just for academic progress, but for also restored confidence. That boy that does not enjoy reading anymore, now that he can read, that confidence has been restored. So that's what we do here.
Okay. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for that.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I guess it's the network.
Yes. Okay. So I'm listening.
Yes, I was talking about the boy. I gave the name Timmy. Yes. So when the mom saw that the boy could read a book on his own, he was even reading it out to his little sister. The mom had to send a voice note to us to applaud us for what we did. And so, apart from the fact that we have achieved this boy's ability to read, The other thing we've achieved is that that boy who was not confident, who does not enjoy reading anymore because he doesn't know how to read, now the confidence is now restored. So it is two things we've achieved. The boy can read. The boy is more confident. He can read. If he sees a book, he will read. If he sees posters, he will read. So that one alone.
Anything readable.
Yes.
That is great. Okay. I still have a few questions. Was there a particular moment that reassured you that starting Modulex was the right decision?
Yes. There is this experience that resonates with me. I have several of them, but there's this particular one that stands out clearly.
Okay.
Sometime in 2024, I had a parent that reached out from Canada.
Okay.
So, Canada has a completely different, I think the parent is in Ontario. Canada had a completely different time zone from Nigerian time.
Oh, yes.
The child was struggling to find, she was struggling to find tutoring that understood the child. But the child has a Nigerian background, and the way educational system works in Canada is a bit different from how we
that of Nigeria.
Here in Nigeria, yes. We believe in, la crème, la poor. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. So it is more, they want something practical, something the child should be able to express herself, So I started lessons with this child. And then week 1 passed, week 2. Thank God we have what we call mock tests. We do mock tests, we do weekly tests from time to time. So the parent is already seeing how the child did in week 1, how the child did in week 2, how the child did in month 1. So we were sending reports using the portal. We have a portal that tracks progress for the child. So the parents will receive, I don't need to even call the parent. The parents will receive the reports to them directly. They will see how they will compare what happened last month with what happened this month. So they were monitoring. They were like, I hope this woman is not trying to, make us feel that, just to make us feel that they're just making up. But she saw that really this child they're talking about now, the child was enjoying schooling again. The child is now beginning to mix up freely with other classmates in the school. This was a child that she had been used to the Nigerian system, but now she's mixing up. The child understands how to use basic computing terms. The child knows how to submit assignment. The child knows how to do basic maths, Ability to be able to navigate her way was easier for her with the help of the tutoring service we offered. So all of this made me to see that there's a reason we exist. When we find out that the road is looking unclear, and we provide our tutors who are experienced to guide this child, the road will now become clearer for the child, and the child will be able to navigate their way easily. So that moment, I cannot forget it.
Wonderful. Okay. Running because where you were before, you were like under somebody. But now, running a founder-led academy comes with real pressure. I guess you understand what I mean.
Yes, very well.
What has that been? What has that been? What has been the most challenging part, and how have you managed it?
Wearing multiple hats. Wearing multiple hats has not been easy, especially when we launched Modulex January, because I've been working as a remote tutor since 2023, but officially we launched Modulex in January. So it has not been easy. In the traditional system, there is structure.
Very well.
Yes. But then as a founder, I am the curriculum developer. I am the marketing team. I am the admission officer. I am the parent liaison. And I'm still the tutor. At some point, I had to, it was not funny at all. I just told myself that things have to change, because I'm running away from burnout. I said, I'm burning out. I'm now entering into another burnout. I hope I will not get burnt.
A more.
So I just had to
A
build
one
a
that
team.
the one that is more serious even.
Yes. So I just had to build a team. Even if it is lean, I make sure I build a team. I delegate meaningfully. So that helps us to create systems and workflows that does not depend entirely on me. And then gradually we're accepting growth. And we're able to measure and say, oh, this is what we did last. This is what we need to do better. We're just following up. And one thing that helps me is that whatever it is that is working for us, we keep it. Whatever it is that is not working for us, we drop it and move on to something better. And that has really helped us significantly. So for me, I'm also trying to balance. I try to make sure that there's balance so that I will not burn out, like I mentioned before. But my mission is that I am not just building a business. I am actually here to solve a problem that I care deeply about.
That is good. Okay. Now, you've started a new journey. What does success look like for Modulex in the next 3 years? Not just for you alone, but for those children and the families you serve.
Well, for Modulex as an institution, I want us to be the first name that comes to one's mind when a parent in Nigeria, the UK, or anywhere else in diaspora thinks about where can I get quality education? Where can I get personalized online education? They should think of Modulex. So I want our systems to be robust enough so that families can experience consistency, they can experience excellence, they can experience measurable transformation. Then for our children, I want to share by when young people come to us, when they come to us struggling, I want them to confidently be able to eventually write exams like IGCSE or even gain admission into an international university with confidence. That is what I want. Then for families, I want Modulex to feel like a partnership, not a service. Not, I'm subscribing for the tutoring service and that's it. No, I want to partner with parents so that Modulex can be a place where parents feel heard. They are kept informed. We don't just give them rules and regulation. No, we carry them with us. We do things together and genuinely support them because learning does not end when the child graduates because that child will eventually get married and then produce another offspring. And that's a parent that, that person, the alumni will recommend that this is where I did. Let my child come here. That is what we want. That's what we want.
And finally, for parents listening to you, why should they trust Modulex Virtual Academy with their children's learning? And what is the first step they should take if they want to find out more from your end?
Well, we don't see your child as a number. Oh, this is the number of children we have now. It is an addition. We are increasing. No, we don't see your child as a number. We don't see your child as a grade. We don't see your child as a problem that we have to manage. We see your child as a learner that has a profile, a specific profile. We see the child as a person that has strength, that has gaps that we are here to help to fill. We see the child as a child that has potential. That is how we see the child. And so that is one reason that we have to trust Modulex. because of what we bring to the table. Secondly, as a school administrator, I bring over a decade of leadership in education, including my UK qualified teacher status certification. I also bring the experience I've had across multiple curricula. Also, the track record of working with children at different stages in different schools, traditional school, Montessori schools, all together, coupled with how I've helped some children in the past to do well. For example.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess maybe it's the network or something.
It is.
Okay. So I was mentioning the things I'm bringing to the table.
Yes.
Number one thing I'm bringing to the table is the fact that we see each child, not just children. We know that every child has potential to grow. We still acknowledge the fact that the child has gaps to work on, and that's why we're here to help. Then that's one thing. Another thing is that the experience I've brought that I have gained over time is another thing to bring to the table. I have over a decade of leadership experience in the educational system. I've worked across using different curricula. Then I also have my UK qualified teacher status certification that qualifies me to even teach children who are not Nigerians, who are in other countries. Apart from that, too, I have the history of handling children for international exams. You can remember in Floyd where we're running tutorials for JAM, WAEC, and all of that. So it's not new. It's not new to us at all. And so right now in Modulex, we still do such, and we still do this time international exams like IGCSE, SAT, just like that. So that's what we'll do. So everything that we have built into Modulex is not just to pass time. It is something that is here to stay. So these are the reasons why parents should trust us. So if you're a parent listening and maybe there's something you've heard that resonates with us, reach out. Don't waste time. The first step is send us a message, book a free trial, and then let us show you what is possible for your child. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain.
Thank you very much. I think I, as a person, I have no single iota of doubt about your response because I've known you as a person. We've worked together severally. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Because you are somebody I know that whatever you pursue, you do it with every vigor. What you believe on, you die or sink, you swim or sink with it. That is your person. That is the way I know you. You swim or sink with what you believe. And so when you say you are doing this, I know very well that you will certainly get to your goal. I wish you the best of God. I ask for God's guidance to direct you and your family and keep your vision going.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So grateful. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Yes, I wanted to ask if you have any moments you would like to share, because it's been a while in Floyd. Do you have any moments to share with us?
Very well.
Okay.
If you can still remember, I think year 2019, yes, when I brought Akpesi first to Fred.
Yes.
You held your ground that Akpesi must go to pre-KG. I insisted, no, I have no money for pre-KG. Let us start from KG1. Let us start from KG1. You heard your ground. You heard your ground, and I also heard my ground. So for full session, Akpesi did not go to school. And I was wondering, what kind of a woman is this? But later on, I discovered that you have done us good. Keep it up. You were not just interested in children coming in, but you are the type that needs standard. You need standard. The standard must be followed. I think I cannot forget that moment. To date, Akpesi is still asking me that my roommate is one school. How come mine is two? I said, don't worry. One day you will see Mrs. Afidor, so you can ask her the question. So that moment, I think is memorable.
Yes.
I felt pain then, but it's interesting because writing needs to be done. I think I cannot forget that.
Yeah, it might be painful, but at the end of the day, you will still appreciate it at the end of the day. Yes, you're
funny
right.
enough, Akpesi is now the best. She's for the past 4 years.
You catch them young.
You don't take first from Akpesi.
You see that?
Yes.
You see that?
You don't. So that is it.
Thing. Yes, it's a good thing. Thank you so much, sir.
So let me try. I have some things to share. Let me try.
Okay.
Let me try to show it to you.
Wow.
This was then. This is ShopRite, Worry.
Yeah.
ShopRite.
Amazing.
When you went on excursion, look at roommate there.
What's his name? I'm trying to remember that teacher's name. Yeah, that's me.
Roommate. Yes.
Yeah, I think we went for a training that time. Oh wow, yes. Fruit Day. Yeah. Wow. This is the PM, the vice PM, the chairman, yes. PTA. Yes.
Yes.
That's Nigeria at 62. Nigeria at 62. Yes. Wow.
Yes. So it's nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Send me word to your husband.
Yes, I'll do that. Thank you.
Let's call it a day.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, sir.
God bless you.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.